Hey, Andy Lewis in the chat. They just sent their first time chat ever. Andy Lewis, who the fuck are you? Andy Lewis, if you make us a beat breakdown, I promise to get you a whole bunch of fucking followers. Please make us a beat breakdown, please. Holy shit. Andy, just make us a video showing how you made this beat in an hour. Send a YouTube link to anybody in the Discord, one of my mods, whoever it is. Send it in the chat whenever you see me on here. I will play that on stream, I promise. I will subscribe to you myself, I promise. That is so fucking good.
So here it is. Here's my session for that Kenny beat battle. Looks like there's a lot of tracks, but I record a lot of things pretty quickly, so it's really not that many tracks, to be honest. I'm used to having a lot more. I started off with a kick and a clap. Those are sounds from the Count. He's got amazing samples, so you gotta check him out. This is the kick. And this is the clap. And together, I play them on the MIDI keyboard, and together they sound like that. Oh, shoot. And right away, I knew that I needed a B section to change it up during the song, so I came up with that idea right after that. Very straightforward, you know, less syncopated, so that I knew that I had a foundation for a B section right away, right? So went back to that groove and added some percussion loops on top of that. I didn't have much time, so no time to chop anything off. So I just found those percussions and splice and adjusted them, you know, tempo-wise. As this kind of like panned a little more to the right. And this one panned a little more to the left. With a nice weirdo. I think that's how they call it in South America, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I had to record some bass over it. I started off with the bass. Now the most fun part for me is recording guitars, because I'm a guitarist and these come pretty easily and naturally to me. So I just kind of like improvise stuff and then layer them, you know, on top of each other. So first one sounds like that I panned to the left. Second one. I got a third one that I'm slowly fading in to the track so that you don't have all this information from the beginning. You're gonna like slowly creep in. Got some layers on top of the whole thing. It's pretty nice. And then added a little more for more like percussiveness into the whole thing, if I remember correctly. Yes. An octave down. That, of course, harmony was inspired by the sample, because I heard it and was like, wow. And it actually fit very well tempo-wise, so I didn't really have to change much. So the sample on top of those guitars. And I realized the choir's response, so I was like, maybe I should add another track to really emphasize those responses. If you look at it, I pitched it down to one semitone so that it fits with the track, but I forgot to do it on the chops here, so they're completely out of tune. But it doesn't really matter because it's more about percussiveness and chime, right? So along with the rest of the track. Vinyl noise. Just for that, edge. That's pretty cool. Now on to the B section. I needed a B section, so I already had layered that. I kept using those percussion loops, and added one other one for that B section. I'm not even sure if it's really necessary, but it felt like it when I was doing it. Along with the drums, the kick and clap. Actually, you get a different vibe. I started with guitars here. So chords, pretty much the same chords, but played. Again, one on the left, one on the right. So I had my harmony to this. I just followed with the bass. And that sounded a little dull, so I needed a melody on top of that. And those two instruments are my go-to melodies when I don't really have time, because they sound really cool and they sound a little special. This is a instrument called Zibralet by Yui, I think. I'm French, so it's not the best name for an instrument, but I'm not going to explain. You can just look it up or ask your French friends. And this is a kind of like a saw, the musical saw kind of sound. And Logic has this really cool electric piano sound. And when you play them together, you get that cool kick melody that comes out, and it's pretty cool. So that's my B section. And then last section needed to be more energetic. So added actually a drum loop on top of what I already had. This is from Corey Fonville, I think, if I remember correctly. All I needed to do was take out some of those snare hits that I didn't need. So with the snare hit, that sounds like that. But I didn't need that ta-ta on that part, so I just cut it up. Along with this, I did some kick adjustment because I didn't need all those kicks, so I had to because I already had them with the drum loop, so I had to mute some of them. And what I like is those mutes actually create a little bit of a bounce, right? Yeah. Along with the percussion. Yeah. My bass. Guitars. The sample. Again. had to add some harmony to glue everything together, so I recorded some vocals. Forgive me, they probably sound very bad, isolated, but you can actually hear the track, the bleeding of the headphones into the mic. Just some very simple harmonies. I didn't want to get into too much crazy stuff. I get this crash that I absolutely love. I can't remember where, but it's one of my, go-to crashes. Like, I use it on every track when I don't have time to find something. Along with like a Logic bells kind of sound. Logic has some amazing instruments, guys. It's been slept on for a while because, I know about the Ableton craze, but Logic is actually really good. And the whole thing. And had a little bit of soothe on the stereo bus, a little compression, and my go-to quick mastering chain. It's Ozone 8. It's amazing. It's and it makes everything sound just better on every kind of system. So this is it. I'm sorry, it's a little all around, all over the place, but I'm a little bit all over the place when I do these things. So you got, a tour of what's going on in my head when I do this. Thank you so much for liking the track. It was a pleasure making it, and I hope I'll get to make a lot more of those guys. So yeah, stay tuned. I got a lot of music on the way. So yeah.